Look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lang. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. No chance at all. He'll go down. Rashawn Gary. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Taking off, he'll try, and he's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I've got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got a man. It's Dobb. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The Packers 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
46-yard line.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, Love. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
22 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 49. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers, they're on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Down back at the 32.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Prescott now. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown Packers. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Here's Dak to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10.
The score, Cowboys 14, Packers 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get about 2. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Malik Hooker there on the tackle.
Made by Malik Hooker. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Packers.
And a Packer first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
He's to the 10. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Love. That one taken in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Dak. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Prescott. Got a man. That's Tolbert. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
2nd down, Prescott. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and short. Prescott. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Edger and Cooper, they're on the
2
tackle.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He was brought down by Evan Williams. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection, it's just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Pass pops. It's Golden. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Right back to Golden. He's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Packers.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That is into the hands of Wicks.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Packers first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down.
First down, Packers.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will go up by 7.
Cowboys 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. On play action, here's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A huge play for Dallas. 42 yards.
You could tell pre-snap the quarterback got the exact matchup he was looking for. His running back against the linebacker on a wheel route, and that is a matchup they are going to take all game long.
First down, it is Williams. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A give, and here comes Williams. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got it at the 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Williams, and that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd.
On the play.
Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Get it together.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing is Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
8-yard pickup.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the 1st half.
Brandon Aubrey.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the 1st half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. This is Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Here's Love to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's the linebacker, the former 1st-round pick, Kenneth Murray, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
To return, it is Turpin. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the give, it's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Dak. It's out wide to Williams. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll go again with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. It's another run here for Williams. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Dak can throw it here on first down. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's good for a Cowboys.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's third
down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will go up by 7.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Packers 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Room to run at the 35. Still going. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. The gain is 64.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will even the score here in the third.
31.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the play fake, Dak. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a designed run. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He was brought down by
a lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line.
For a Cowboys.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to throw is Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. 1st down as they do it on the ground.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, here's Dak. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will go up by 7.
Cowboys 38, Packers 31.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down, Green Bay.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
To Josh Jacobs.
They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman for getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Love firing to Golden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will cut the lead down to 4.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Rolling to the left. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's another.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First down, Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
On third down, Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Prescott now. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's made by Pickens. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 8. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers 1st down. He's got this up to the 35.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the gun, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for now. Brian Schottenheimer disagrees on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Love to throw on 1st and 10.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jadeveon Clowney getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return starts at the 13. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's out wide to Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
He was brought down by Javon Bullard. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. Williams gets it on the draw. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was brought down by Javon
Shotgun
Bullard.
draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here. Results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On first and 10, here's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 29
That pickup good for 29 yards.
Green Bay.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And the Packers have a first and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will go up by 7.
Packers 48, Cowboys 41.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one fielded at the 15. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and short. Prescott. He'll try and get there on the ground. That's a timeout to Dallas. It's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That's on the rookie guard out of Alabama. 1st-round pick, Tyler Booker.
Still 1st down.
Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Into space at the 45. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
2nd down, Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Prescott. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
32-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Again, Prescott to the air. He'll drop this down to Williams.
Prescott's pass complete to Javonte Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Arlington.